Brisketeers, we are in it for another night of round 3 practice here for the 2023 FFA World Championship of Risk. We will go through the opponents here as we go. We just set up a lobby game through the Discord community, so hopefully we've got some other tournament players in here. I'll show you guys who we've got in the match, and I'll talk you through some of the basic things I've learned so far, checking out the new map for round 3, learning some of the little oddities to the map, and some of the oddities to playing a 70% Dom game. Okay, so first off, let's go through the settings. Round 3 settings, 70% domination on Mont St. Michael. Setups auto, turn timer 60 seconds. It's progressive card bonus with blizzards on, fog off, portals off. This is the Mont St. Michael map. We'll go through exactly how the bonuses work here in a minute. This is probably the most common first turn bonus we see down here. This is what is called the Abbey on this map. Second most common is probably Hill Road, and then followed by Old Town back here for a +4. Yep, so there goes Hill. Huge advantage with these settings to being in one of those first 3 spots in the turn order. One, because you're playing domination. One, because you're playing a highly contiguous map, so the structure matters a lot. Nobody wants to upset anybody else. So it's that first come, first serve kind of mentality, and no one wants to be the breaker after that point. So big advantage if you can be that first person to go. I'm in the 4th position this turn, which isn't the worst position to be in. My play is obviously here. My most troops are concentrated right around Old Town down here in that +4. I need to take it in my first round. Most people that have won these practice games, I would say either they take a bonus in round 1 almost always to win. But by the end of round 3, you need to have 2 bonuses. So sometimes that means getting half in round 1 and then finishing in round 2 and getting another one in round 3. But you really need to have your 2 bonuses by the end of round 3 to have a shot with these settings. Okay, we're hoping black doesn't come in here. After I go, I will take you through each of the players that we're playing with. We're going to check the map real quick because we're not super familiar with it. Make sure we're taking the right territory. So we've got these 2 plus a blizzard to take Old Town. I'm going to fortify... I'm going to fortify this guy back to this side for now, just to make sure we can hold for round 1 and nobody's too enticed to take us out. Okay, so playing as white, we've got General Cerveza 2572, a Grandmaster with 23,000 points and 1,293 hours played. Next, playing as red, we've got Hurley Burn, flying the flag of Canada as a Master with 18,000 points and 131 hours played. And playing as black, we've got Alfonso Cliche 13, a Master with 474 hours played. Playing as magenta, flying the flag of Denmark, Thor's 8, a Master with 66 hours played. We've got a bonus. No one's being broken, but white doesn't like that magenta is working over here on Mont St. Michael. General Shirai 7991 is listed as a beginner with 754 hours played, so he's played a lot of Risk. Okay, so white did not like that magenta was working over here in Mont St. Michael. The way this map works is kind of an outer ring. You've got the North Passage, North Wall, East Wall, Port, and West Wall forming your outer ring of the map with some exterior connections. One that connects 2 pieces of the East Wall, one that connects the North Wall, the North Passage. And then you've got this really important territory up here, St. Aubert, that actually connects 3 different bonuses. So it's connecting the North Passage to the North Wall and the North Passage to the West Wall. Really important, especially depending on how the blizzards are set up on the map. Once you go through that outer ring, your inner ring is the courtyard, Mont St. Michael, St. Pierre, stores, Old Town, and the residence, forming this circle here. And then your 3 interiors, again, Abbey and Hill Road are the 2 most popular bonuses to take, and then Market is right next to it. Looks like white attacked magenta, so we got an early war started between magenta and white, which you love to see when you're playing Risk. You love anytime two other opponents are going to battle each other and stay away from you. Looks like red's making a play for the port. I haven't seen anyone hold the port successfully this early in a game. He's going to have the whole port here, which bodes bad for my game. Bodes badly for my game for sure, to take the whole port over here by the water. So the way this map works, pretty much every territory is contiguous unless it has this gray in between. The gray is the real breaking point. These thick lines are just denoting the different bonuses available. They're not actually separating via walls any of the territories. So my next move should be to come over here and take what's called the residence. These 4. I get 8. We're going to have to run through a 3 stack to do it. But again, in my games that I've played so far, we're going to box up the other side of red here just in case he gets any ideas of breaking me. In my games that I've played, you've got to have that second bonus by the end of round 3 to really have a shot. The key to making a run at the board is having a bunch of troops in one spot, obviously, as well as staying alive. So it's kind of 2 things you got to balance. So the early game's about getting those bonuses, and then you don't want to become the fish that someone's going to take out, because everyone kind of needs a fish to propel them to be able to take that 70% of the board. Most people that are taking that 70% run are doing it while they're turning cards in turn. So that's what's happening there. Okay, so green's got a bonus. White's got a bonus. He's only getting 7 a turn, though. Red's got the port and Hill Road, so red's in a fantastic position. I probably should break him. This is probably too risky of a good neighbor situation. Black's got 1 bonus, but he's got a big bonus. Oh, he has... Yeah, he doesn't have markets yet. So we just got stores back here, which is market, jewelry, path, and museum. No, it is. Sorry, I was one off. Yeah, market, museum, jewelry, and path. Okay, red takes another bonus. He's playing a super greedy game. He's playing it pretty well so far. Curious if he and I should stay friends or not. He's going to give me a fist bump back, but I'm just doing that to see where he stands here. I have the best position to break him, but obviously I would like to not do that. All right, black wants to take the courtyard. He's going to roll a 4-on-1, then a 9 to get these other 2 spots. We've got a lot of structure over on this half of the board. The whole left half of the board is structured up. So you want to make sure you have an exterior to go take some territories. If I was going to take a bonus, I would have to take a +7, a +9, which is going to be really tough in this scenario. So my game becomes probably to take Hill Road down here and see how upset red gets with me. Let him know, hey, I just want that. You've got a lot of good bonuses. Maybe we can just work out a deal, right? He's probably really upset with me. That's how most Risk players play. But he's getting like a +20 or something crazy right now. He's got Port, which is +6. Westfall's a +3. So he's getting a +9. I'm now getting a +11. So we're pretty close. He's got the opportunity to work back here. But in all likelihood, he breaks me right here. And breaks me right here. Goes through, breaks both my bonuses, and breaks here. We'll see. That would really hurt his game, but we'll see what he does. I'm fine with keeping it status quo there. Red loses another exterior, which is going to make him more mad at me, probably. He's got this exterior 2 and exterior 3 to work with. I'd like to work center of the map and let him work exterior here, and we could be buddies, but we'll see. Okay, green is working on taking this other bonus here on the backside on the north wall from North Passage. He takes it. So that is a +5 and a +4. He's at a +9, which is a real good spot to be. My whole game now hinges on how mad red is at me. Pearly burn. We played a lot of practice games against each other. White breaks me? No. White attacks off. All right, here comes the moment of truth. Red goes at green. That would be fantastic for my game. Yeah, he wants to go take that North Passage. It's left really weak. He can pull all the way around, break green, and take the North Passage for another bonus, but he just leaves it there. So he just holds that spot. Weakens green a lot. Green's down to 20 troops there. Does black hit white? Or he just gets an easy take off of red, who doesn't have a bonus there. Let's see what black's got in mind. Obviously, I don't want to poke the bear twice, so I'm not going to hit red again. Magenta's down to 16 troops. I think black could have taken him out if he played that right. Although it's certainly not card worthy at this point to go get the bounty. And I don't know that I want to make it super easy on anybody else, but I'd like to be set up for that bounty. So I'm going to work through here. Just do an easy take and not play too aggressively for this turn. And leave myself some options in here of which bounty I could potentially take next. If everything works out next turn. I've left some 2s over here, and it's done just enough deterring. Maybe they would have been deterred anyway, but I think it's helped me just a little bit. And now magenta may be hit breaking it, but we'll see what magenta does. He may not want to upset anybody knowing he's kind of in a precarious position. He turned in cards early. He's down to 22 troops, so the cards aren't real valuable to take him out. When you're in a tourney game, obviously, that bounty's worth 3 points, so there is some value in hitting them. All right. General Shirai hits me over on the east wall. He's just trying to grab some territory. He's letting red take him out of this position. We'll see how much red decides to attack on this turn. So again, these third round games, these practices have gone on average 6 to 8 rounds almost every time. Very few of them hit that 9th round. So it feels like when you get to this point that you're in some sort of nice organized situation, but it is going to devolve into absolute chaos over the next round or so. Usually someone turns in cards here and gets a bounty on this 6th turn, usually. This is round 5. Usually round 6, it looks like red's going to go for a bounty here. Yeah, he's going to go for green's bounty. He did all the work. He probably deserves that. I'm getting the 4 cards. Now the 4 cards are only worth 8 troops at this point. So it's not worth it in terms of number of troops, but if you're playing a tournament practice game, you want to think in terms of getting that bounty, and that's 3 points. And in a round that's going to be low points compared to the other 2 rounds, just because of the settings, 3 points is going to matter a lot in terms of what you take from this game. Okay, where does red want to go next? He doesn't get a ton of troops from the card turn in, so we'll see if he decides to try to weaken up a next opponent. Magenta's at 21. That's your weakest option to go for. No, he just fortifies. He sets himself up in position to take out Magenta next turn. Magenta's got this stack in here that he would have to hit. Let's see what Black does. Black has played a semi-conservative game so far. He is going to go for Magenta, but I don't know if he has enough troops back here for this 6. And I think he's realizing that maybe now. We'll see. He breaks red. Black breaks red. He's at 56 troops. I think I have to get Magenta this turn. Got cards. I don't have to waste a Joker, so I take that extra. Put like 8 there. Get the rest of my troops here. I only get 1 card for Magenta, so I'm not going to be, again, card worthy. The whole point of this is to practice being in a tournament setting. If I was in a tournament setting, I would sure want those 3 points right there. And really, in a way, when you're taking that bounty, you're getting 5 points because you're also moving yourself up 1 on the ladder board potentially. Okay, so we move our 13 there. We're set up pretty nicely to hit either white or black here. And we don't have all our troops in one spot, so it's going to be a tricky takeout. But also, black and white and red are all in 2 positions on the map. So red's here and here, black's really in 3 positions, and then white's here and here. So for this kind of scenario, you really need to be in multiple places on the map. So let's see what the next chip to fall is. It looks like white's going to break me. No, white wants to take out some red. He's taking out red's position on this side of the map. To surround black? No, he just wants to break red. He wants to prevent him from getting too many troops. He's breaking me also. So white's plan here is to break everybody to try to level out some of the troops. White's got 74 remaining. He's got 220 stacks and just a bunch of 1s up here. Red probably takes him out of this side of the board and leaves him in 1 position. Or red is going to hit me. No. Red's hitting black. Yeah. But he doesn't have enough to take black out. Okay. So he takes some of black out. He goes through me to get to him? No. Okay, black's got 5 cards, so he's going to turn in cards here. He's only got 2 troops more than me after turning in cards, and not in a great position to kill me. I have 3 cards that I can't turn in. Black hits red, maybe out of retaliation, not sure. He rolls 3 there, so I can go break the other side of red. This game can get really ugly if you start developing some enemies, because you're just so connected. Even if you're on different sides of the board, it's 3 or 4 moves and you're on the other side of the board. So black also goes in and breaks white. And white is not happy about it. Okay. I don't have enough troops anywhere to take anyone out of the game. What I want to do is not feed anybody to someone in the game. So my best way to do that is to probably clean red out of here. No, I can't completely clean him out. He'd be able just to come back anyway. So my best move is to just leave myself as many paths as possible, since I don't have cards. I can fortify now because you're not really trying to hold these territories. The bonuses don't really matter much anymore. Again, we're now in round 7. unlikely this goes any more than through round 8. It just depends how we get there, and hope that it's not through us. So we're at 1 bounty right now. We're at 3 points. Our worst place finish we can have is 4th, which is another 6 points. So we're at a worst case scenario of 9. White's kind of cleaning me up for somebody, which is not a good scenario for me. I'm still at 65, so I'm in 3rd in troops. I should have cards on 4. Yes, not getting cards on 4 is a death sentence in these settings. So not getting cards on 4 during this round, during this turn. If you're in round 7 and you don't get those cards on 4, it's basically a death sentence. Red's at 2. Black is at 3 cards. We'll see if he gets cards on 3. That'll drastically change the end of this game. No, he does not. So what I should do is get black. But I don't have a super easy path to him. That would be the hardest path I have on the board, is to get black. My easier path is red. So I think I go for it. Do I have enough? I'm gonna need a lucky roll, huh? Ah, not quite. I messed up my path a little bit. You guys saw that? The paths are tricky on this, and I knew I was in trouble when I just had everybody not quite in the right spot where I needed them. So white gets in my fed, red to white. Good news is white only gets 2 cards, but it's enough to turn in turn. So he's going to work on building some extra territories up and using the extra time while he can before he takes red out. This is a pretty good strategy to use, using your extra time, because turn timers become a big deal when you're trying to get to 70%. He's still at 41%. I'm at 46%. He gets red, so he's going to get an extra set of time, plus 30 seconds. He gets 30 troops. Just trying to see if he's going for another bounty or not. It looks like he's going to try another bounty. But I left black specifically on purpose. I left black in a few different spots on the board to make this difficult. He's got enough to get there, though. It's like he's deciding how to do it. Or maybe he's just making it take a little bit longer for fun. So we got 3 points for a bounty. It looks like we're going to end up in 2nd place, which is fine. That'd be 13 points. I'd be quite happy with 13 points if that's how my round ended up. Probably should have done better there. If I take out black, I think I got a chance to win the game. Messed my path up a little bit. White goes and gets the 70 here, taking out a bunch of 1s. And that's how it goes. So that's a 2nd place finish. I'll try to jump into a lobby for another practice game, and then while we're waiting for that to fill up, I will show you guys some stuff going into round 3. We can talk about round 4 settings. Let's see if anybody's got a practice game they're setting up yet. Oh, I got one maybe. It was already full. That's okay. We'll create one. We'll wait for it to fill up. We're going to play Mont St. Michael with 70%. Had a couple slots. These have been filling up pretty quickly. A lot of people are practicing for the next round. Let me set this up and then we can talk a little round 3. There's one more in here. I will wait it out. I don't think that one's still open. We'll see. We did get one. Okay. I'm going to delete my... All right, so we're setting up another one. We're going to get to play old Pearly Burn again, who had a good game there. He was red also in the last game. So let's take a look at some of the round 3 information from the tournament while we're waiting on that last spot to fill. First off, we can go through the settings. We can also go through round 4 settings now because that is published. So round 3, we're playing Mont St. Michael. Guess I can duck for you guys. 70% Dom, Blizzard's on, Fog off, Portals off, Placements auto, card bonuses progressive. We know now that round 4 will be Las Vegas with a zombie apocalypse with Blizzards and Fog and semi-auto placement. So it's going to be and stable portals. That's going to be a wild one. Really wild round. You ready up? Got our 6. I'll go through these players here in just a minute once we get set up. So my average round 3 game is going, I don't know, 20 between 20 and 30 minutes, which is a lot better than the average 3-hour games we were playing for round 2. Okay, so again, if you've got one of these territories, either the Abbey, Hill Road, or Old Town, take it in your first turn. There's just no question that is the best strategy. We're going to split 3s there, leave that as our guards in turn, and call it good. So those interior positions of Abbey and Hill Road are really strong in this game. The +3 for the Abbey and +4 for Hill Road. The next option is +4 for Old Town, and then the Courtyard. The Courtyard's got some annoying little quirks to it that can cause problems, including this little leg off of here, and how many different territories are touching you from different spots. It's tough. It becomes a corridor also. The Blizzard here makes it interesting. And the Blizzard also makes it where my second take should probably be over on the west wall. The west wall is this curly piece here. So it's only 4 territories because the Blizzard... oh, it's split. Never mind, it's split here next to the courtyard. I technically could get that, but that's going to be a tough hold. So we'll see if that option avails itself to us. Round 1, you're going to see someone make a move for the Abbey Hill Road usually, but Hill Road's got 2 3s and a 4 in it here. The Residence, almost always going to have a move for it. Old Town, going to have a move for it down here, this +4. And then sometimes Courtyard, not as often Courtyard on that first turn. But if you want to win in these settings, you almost always have to have 2 bonuses by the end of round 3. So keep that in mind. Even if you want to take half a bonus in round 1, which is kind of what Magenta, I think, is doing here. Oh, no, he did. He got his whole bonus. He has a lot of Blizzard help there. So take half a bonus in round 1 is fine as long as you get a bonus. You finish up your bonus in 2 and then get another bonus in 3. Think in that mindset. I got to get 2 bonuses in 3 rounds. Let's check out some of our opponents while we're waiting. So Vasco HLB, Grandmaster with 35,000 points. Jay, Grandmaster playing as White. Burlesque, an Expert, playing as Magenta. Lane Chad, a Master, flying the flag of Australia, maybe New Zealand, as Green. And Pearly Byrne, our old friend, flying the flag of Canada as Red. Alright, so we got some options here. I think I'm going to just try this. Since it's a practice game and we're all trying to learn, I'm going to do this. See what people think about it. Really splitting my troops, which is going to help me not get killed, but also puts you in a bad position in terms of any chance I hold this bonus. What do you guys think? Like a 1 in a million that I hold this round. All right, so black's going to work on the courtyard, clearing out some space along that north passage. This is the north passage. It connects over to the wall over here on the north side, the north wall. The north passage connects to the north wall through this exterior. East wall connects to itself through this exterior. And the north passage connects to the west wall through this exterior. So there's only 3 different exterior paths on this whole board. Everything else is through the middle of the board. A very contiguous board, which creates lots of conflict and requires a lot of trust and good neighbor play to work in this game. So we start looking at where our third bonus could be. It's really going to be tough to take Hill Road still. The courtyard doesn't have a lot of troops in it and would be valuable in terms of protecting our extra bonus over here. So I think that's what I go for, even though the courtyard is a little bit annoying of a bonus to take because of this little leg off of here. You've got to leave 4, attack again, and break off. And you've got to have 3 different guards. 2 different guards. Yeah, just 2 guards for this because of the blizzard back on this side. So you have 2 guards. So I think that's what I do. I take this and I 2 guard and see if I can hold for another turn. See where Magenta's headed. What I like about my split bonus I have right now is I'm kind of annoying to kill because you got to come around either this side through the north passage or you got to come through the port over here in the water. Magenta is frustrated because he doesn't have a bonus to take down here, so he's going to start working on Hill Road. So he takes this way, fortifies back so he can take the rest of Hill Road next turn. Okay, green adds to the courtyard, which we do not like to see because we were going to take that. So we hope he doesn't get all of it. He's got a bunch of 4s, so he's going to take it. Let's throw him a fist bump and see if we can be friends. We may have been a little late to that fist bump. May have been confusing. Okay, red goes ahead and takes Mont St. Michael. He's on both sides of the Abbey. He's going to crush the Abbey at some point. I've got to work my way back out of the port and hope that I can kind of create something. Okay, red says we're good. I'll believe him for now. And we're going to get crazy now. We can leave that. We'll try to finish that off next turn. This 2 is not really helping us. He needs to be back there. 2 guards not really doing much, but we'll see how it goes. Now we've got a bunch of territory that's not really amounting to much, so that kind of sucks. But we got our 2 bonuses by round 3, which is a positive. Trying to get that 3rd bonus by round 4 can be tricky. Obviously, you don't need 3 bonuses if you're getting what red has set up in the markets in Mount St. Michael, which is 14. Green's got 2 bonuses. Black has 2 bonuses. Magenta has 1 bonus. White has 1 bonus. White wants to make it tougher for Magenta, or he just moves his troops out of there to move on to this next piece. So he's going to let Magenta have that so he can work on St. Pierre over here. This board is getting very, very structured. You're seeing similar patterns. By about round 5, this is a structured board. We're still in round 3. By round 5, you're pretty structured. By round 6, everything is blown up and people are hitting each other hard. So you get your bonus while you can, but you're not playing for a 10-round bonus in this because you're not getting 10 rounds. Okay, so the middle of the board is really structured up. I think red hits me next turn and takes that bonus from me. Magenta wants to move his troops out to be nice to me, but he's not connecting anywhere, so he can't. Let's see what green does. Green's only bonus option is really to work over here on the west wall, east wall. But he's got this black 10 stack sitting in the edge of it, so he can only get so far. I think red takes me here. I'd be surprised if he doesn't. We'll see. I think he takes me out of the Abbey down here. Connects his bonus. Well, he really doesn't connect it, so maybe he doesn't. He builds, protects himself, and then he puts enough to take the Abbey. And he splits a lot of troops off there, which is interesting. It's going to hurt him in his final game, being able to attack quickly, because he split so much, but he may be just thinking he's protecting his positions. Takes an easy take there. Fortifies back to 6. No. Okay. We've got cards on 3. We don't want to turn in cards because it's only 4 troops. We're going to finish taking the port. We're going to leave a big scary number up here, so hopefully people don't want to break me. Now we see what happens. We got 3 bonuses, which is the goal after round 4. If you got 3 bonuses, you're usually in a good situation. The question is, can you hold it? And it's looking like no. Yeah, black just guards and attacks off. He is happy with his 2 bonuses and his 16 stack. He's in 3 good positions in the board that make him tricky to take out. White is really the only player that's just in 1 position. He does have this 10 stack over here, I guess, but they're really close together. They're only 1 territory apart. So white is in the least amount of positions. Magenta's in 2, green is in 2, and red is in 2. See what white does here. He just wants an easy take, I think. Everyone's kind of at that position for this round. They want the easy take and not to upset anybody because they don't want to be the first one attacked. There are a lot of missed kills in these practice games where people go just a little bit too early because everyone's anxious to get that kill. So a lot of missed kills, so sometimes it can fall in your favor and the kill can fall to you. I've had that happen a couple of times. All right, magenta goes 18. Is he going to break black, or is he just using the old slider and taking an easy take? No, maybe I'm going to get to hold this. I'm starting to get my hopes up. If I hold it, I get a nice 12 bonus to start the round. At this point, it looks like the most likely first player out of the game is white. But White does have a 10 stack and kind of a tough area to get to for me specifically. No way red hits a 10 stack, right? That bonus is not worth it. Really, none of the bonuses left, so we're structured up except for this one St. Pierre and then the east wall back on this back side are the only spots that aren't structured up. I'm gonna add one here, give myself an easy take, and add the rest here to give myself 2 ends of the board. Again, I have 4 cards I could turn in, but it's still just 4 troops, so everyone's holding cards, as they should be. My easy take, end attack phase, and fortify back to there. Everyone's just taking an easy take, getting to that 5th card, and everything looks like we're all going to be best friends and everything's going to work out, which is how round 5 looks in most of these practice games for round 3. And then round 6 looks like everybody hates each other. So get ready for the excitement. If you're bored now, you will not be bored 1 round from now, I promise. White's going to get a take off his 10 stack, which gives him a 9 stack. All right, Magenta adds to his stack. He takes my little extra exterior position I was kind of liking. Didn't really want him to take that, but that's fine. Wish he would have hit black there. Oh, does he break me now? Yeah, he wants this bonus. Okay, so the first line in the sand is drawn between Magenta and I. Makes it fun, right? I'm going to get cards first. There's a big advantage in being in one of these front 3 spots. I'm going to get cards first, but cards are so low that you're losing a few troops there. But the real key is on the second turn of cards. As long as you live that long, I guess. Which I guess I just have to hope I live that long. Can't imagine that green breaks me down here. That would really surprise me. The key in this position is to find a way to set yourself up for another kill. I lost my central position, which sucked because I was kind of liking that. Magenta took me out of that spot. I don't want to break anyone right before all hell breaks loose here because I'm only getting 4 when I turn in cards, and they will all be getting more than that. Does red hit the 9 stack? No. He just wants the easy take against green. Green's solidly in 2 positions. Going to be really tough to take out of the game. All right, we get 13, plus we get cards. We're not going to use our joker. So we have a joker, so we'll definitely get cards on 3, which is a nice thing to know. We're going to keep built up here. We're going to put enough here for an easy take. We're going to put the rest here. So we're kind of just building ourselves 2 prongs that we can work out of when it becomes time to attack. We do open up that black 15, but that was my only easy take. Black gets 6 troops. He takes there. So he can take me again. No. Just an easy take for a card. All right, what's white doing here? White wants an easy take, but he's built up with a 38 here. So he is in a very highly leveraged attacking position with the 38 there, but it puts him in a little bit of a tricky defensive position. He does have a 9 stack sitting over here by red, and red's got him fully surrounded for the most part. So red would have the kill line on white. See what magenta does. Magenta's played the most aggressive game of anybody so far. By taking me out, of course. Really thinking about what he wants to do here. We are in round 6, and I promised you guys chaos, and now magenta brings the chaos. I told you it was coming. He decides to break everybody. He takes me out of this little safety spot I had, which is really annoying because I could liked that spot hidden back there. But he has upset green by doing it. Green's going to get cards. He gets 12 for his cards. I am watching for hopefully someone that I could take out next turn. We need it just to break the right way for that. I can't get white. Oh, I could maybe get white. I don't think I can get white. I would have to backtrack here through green. Go through a 6 or, yeah, I'd have to go through a 6 stack. Well, that's white, so I'd have to go through his 6. If someone cleaned this up, maybe, green maybe cleans this up. Nope. Green further blocks off white. Alright, maybe red hits here and cleans up white. Red may take out white. No. He sets up on the complete other side. Magenta's now got my sneaky spot. But red hits him. Red is upset at magenta also. Red doesn't have the cards to take magenta out. Oh yeah, he does. He's got them. Didn't see that 24. Red takes magenta, gets his 3 cards, gets to turn in cards in set, in turn. Set in turn. Which is good for 20 troops. What does he do? Wish he would have cleaned up those other white spots for me, but he's not going to do that, obviously. That would be way too nice. If I make a run at white, I don't get to turn in cards in turn. But I do get 25. I've got 53 and he's got 53, so it's not a smart attack. I think my attack is minor. But I center up right in the middle of the board between these 2 blizzards. Just a tactical move here, being right in the middle of the board, which makes it really tough to pass through. Everyone's got to go around one way or the other. That's what I'm going to do for now. Red played a really smart move last game, Pearly Burn. Or last turn. Makes a really good move to take out magenta. So currently we're sitting in, at worst, 5th place with 0 bounties. We need to make some progress here. Green comes back at red. He still seems to want this bonus or something. He maybe decides he's going to try to kill guard him, which I don't think that's going to be necessary. Okay. Green makes it a little bit further through the middle of the map that's blocked off. Ironically, I've been able to keep this really nice bonus this whole time. Ah, red takes it. Spoke too soon. Red's at 90. I don't have cards. White's at 62. No one has cleaned him up hardly at all for me. I like my strategic positioning so far. I like that I have this corner piece. I kind of like that my 51 can now go any way I want. My 51's now opened up to where he can go any direction out of here because I'm not blocking it with one of my territories. The problem is I'm not going to have cards for a while. Black and red are both going to get cards before me. The good news is they're hitting each other. Black continues to build bonuses, which don't matter as much at this point in the game. We're in round 8. I think we're going to make it to round 9. I haven't had a game get through round 9 yet, so we'll see. Black doesn't get cards. White could get cards here. Those cards are 40. 35, sorry. This has been an interesting way this game's turned out. White and black are still playing for bonuses. I thought White was considering hitting my 51 stack there for a second. White takes an outer ring around. For some reason he hits a 4 stack just for fun. Maybe to try to clean me up to make me killable? Green doesn't have cards. He's down to 8% of the board. He's got 89 troops, so Green and I are pretty much on the same basis. He's hitting White back. Because White broke his bonuses. I still don't have cards next turn. It's an interesting board. This is first time I've seen it go this way. Red's getting 40. He's going to put his 40 with his 11, so he's got a 51 stack. No, he splits them. He's got a 52 and a 30. He goes and hits black. He takes his 52 around and cleans up black. Red wins the game. Told you guys I haven't had one get all the way through round 9 yet. Red takes out black. He turns in cards in turn. Played a great game. Pearlyburn played a great game here. He just goes for the 70, or he might go for another bounty. Let's see what he does. All 3 players are about even that are left. I have the least amount of territories. He doesn't get green.
Don't know if he wanted him or he wants the 78. He's running out a little bit of time for the 70, but he can still do it. Again, that's why I put those big stacks in the middle to kind of annoy him while he tries to do this. He's got the 19 to work for him, though. He got it. Woo! Just in the nick of time. All right, guys, those are a couple round 3 practice videos. Let me know what you guys think about them. Let me know what your guys' strategy is as you head into round 3. I've still got a few days till my round 3 game. I'm trying to get it moved up, but I'll let you know. Let me know what you think about it. For all of you on the path to global domination, may your dice be nice. See you guys next time.